Good day, everyone. My name is Terhemba Sharon Sewuese. I'm a student of Federal University, Lafia, Nigerian, from Benue State, but I'm based in Lagos State. I'm here to give a speech on the importance of entrepreneurship to the society. But before we go deep into it, let's try to explain some terminologies. Now, first we have the entrepreneur. Who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is someone who brings in the forces of production all together and try to make profit. In fact, their major aim of whatever they're doing is to make profit. Now, entrepreneurship is the act or the art of going into entrepreneurial activities. That's the art of making one or two things in order to make profit. Entrepreneurship is the act, while an entrepreneur is the person. Then we have the society. The society is a group of people living in the same geographical location according to the sociology definition. Then the importance now of entrepreneurship to the society. We have one, creation of job opportunities. Now most youths graduate from schools without having job. Let's use Nigeria as a case study now. In Nigeria, on a yearly intervals, there are so many youths that are being graduated, tens to hundreds of thousands of youths being graduated yearly without even having without even having a slight hope of getting unemployment, except for those that have someone on the opposite that will help them, probably maybe their father or an uncle or someone that they know that could easily help them to get employed. Now, but when you are being trained or having the skill of doing one or two things that could give you a profit, you don't need to depend on the jobs that are being you don't need to depend on the job in the economy again. So indirectly you have given yourself you are being self-employed, and you can also employ other persons to work under you, thereby creating job employment to youth in the society, reducing the rate of unemployment. And since this rates of unemployment are being reduced, it has as well led to alleviation of poverty. Point number 2, alleviation of poverty. That's okay. Continue, like I'm still using Nigeria as a case of study. In Nigeria, there is no unemployment benefits for the youth. Now, since there are no unemployment benefit for the youth, it is very difficult for the youth to be able to cater for their basic amenities. That is the physiological needs. That's feeding, housing, clothing. So they can't cater for their physiological needs. But if they are able to go into entrepreneurship, it's gonna alleviate the poverty in them. Then since the poverty are being alleviated, the rate of deviance in the country too will be reduced to zero level. Not to zero level. It will be reduced, because these youths that would have become a deviant would now be self-employed or employed under an entrepreneur, thereby giving themselves one or two things to do, and then they won't be able to have the ideology to become a deviant or to do one or two deviant activity in the country. Then it also increases the revenue for the country. Using China as an example now. In China, the policy has made it easy for almost everyone there, every citizen there, to be able to participate in one or two entrepreneurial activities. Now, and as a result of that, most of their works are being exported, creating more revenues to them. Over here in Nigeria, almost everything we use are made in China. From matchstick, imagine matchstick you use to light a stove, from mastic to plastics. Even the phones we make use of are made in China, and their revenues are being increased. Sorry, the revenue of the country is being increased because of the encouraged entrepreneurial activities. Then also the GDP of the country would also be improved, thereby bringing in a rise in the value of the currency of that country. Let's look at Nigeria. During the colonial period of Nigeria, our naira value was stronger than the US dollar. But after colonialization, where we no longer have to export our food or export any other thing, but rather we depend more on importation. Imagine we that were exporting rice before, we are now importing rice, and we even prefer the imported rice than our own locally made rice. So now we depend more on importation, and then the value of our currency have reduced drastically. I think a dollar should be 300 and something naira, when in those days 1 naira was even more than a dollar. So it has increased. So the increase in GDP will also increase the value of the currency. Then another point is that there would be development in the nation. The nation will develop faster with entrepreneurship, because the nation leaders will now have to concentrate more onto the development of roads, schools, and some other little things. Even the entrepreneur can even bring in one or two assistants. Like let's use Dangote in Nigeria as an example. He has produced so many things: salt, cement, and several other products from his numerous companies. Now, wherever you find his building, you discover that he's trying to make a clean road there. Because Nigeria, one thing we are very good at is almost everywhere you see the road, you must see a pothole. But as he's building it, he's bringing roads, and then he's bringing electricity to the environment and all that. So entrepreneurship also aids in the development of the society. So it's very important for the youth to be encouraged into entrepreneurship, because it's going to help the youth development of the youth as well. The youth will be able to stand anywhere and talk instead of being shy, or instead of shying away, and then it's going to help the nation. And mind you, for a nation to grow, the grassroots would need to grow. If the grassroots is not developed, the nation can't be developed. So, and the grassroots consists of individuals, the people of the nation. So, and in order for the grassroots to grow, they need to be informed and not deformed. They need to have knowledge. They need to be trained, and in training them, they will be able to develop the nation. Thank you very much. My name remains Terhemba Sharon.